stroke ceased to vibrate, Scrooge remembered the prediction of old Jacob Marley, and lifting up his eyes beheld a solemn phantom, draped and hooded, coming towards him. It was shrouded in a deep black garment which concealed its head, its face, its form, and left nothing of it visible except one outstretched hand.
Am I in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come? You will show me things that have not happened, shadows of the things that lie ahead. Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter I have seen. But as I know your purpose is to do me good, and as I hope to live to be a better man from what I was, I am prepared to bear you company and do it with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? Ghost of the future, how I fear you. Lead me to what I need to see. Scared as I am, I will stand near you. Lead on, Spirit, this is precious time.
The Spirit led Scrooge to the heart of the city, amongst the merchants and businessmen who hurried up and down, chinked the money in their pockets, and looked at their watches far too often. They stopped beside one little knot of businessmen.
What did he die of?
Haven't the faintest.
If he is dead and I'm his debtor,
Your life just got a little better.
he knew how to make a killing, never spent a single shilling. I don't think there'll be a soul at his funeral. What do you say we go?
Is lunch being served?
They left the busy scene and went into an obscure part of the town where Scrooge had never been before. The shops and houses wretched, the people drunken, slipshod, ugly. The whole quarter reeked with crime, filth, and misery. Scrooge and the Phantom came into the presence of two ragged people opening old bundles of cloth and things.
These are his curtains,
Those are his blankets.
easy to take without him knowing.
Doubt he will need them where he's going. Take his shirt, it's far from
shoddy, almost wasted on his body. What do you mean wasted?
Burying that man in this shirt would have been a waste of a good shirt.
Spirit, I see the case of this unhappy man might be my own, but merciful heaven, why do you insist I see this sadness? Do they speak of someone that I knew?
The scene changed in an instant, and now Scrooge stood over a bed in a very dark room, too dark to see clearly what kind of room it was, except that it contained one uncurtained bed on which, beneath a ragged sheet, there lay the body of a man.
Plundered and bereft, wretched,
Who is this man who was left here to die?
motionless and pale, bloodless.
This man was once someone's love, someone's child. Oh God, see this man, he was more than blood and bone. Oh God, keep his soul, he is cold and lies alone. No man should ever die. Spirit, let us leave this fearful place. Let me see some tenderness associated with the death, or this dark chamber will haunt me the rest of my days.
The girls conducted him through several familiar streets, and as they went along, Scrooge looked here and there to find himself, but he was nowhere to be seen. At last they entered poor Bob Cratchit's house, where he had visited before, and found the mother and the children seated round the fire. When Bob finally came in the door, all the children rushed to his side, and he covered them each with kisses and hugs, most especially tender.
Do you know who I met on the street just now? Mr. Scrooge's nephew, Fred, who I had only met once. He is the nicest gentleman. And when he learned of our situation, said he was deeply sorry for us. It really seemed as if he knew our Tiny Tim and felt with us. He was so kind. Now, I know that none of us shall ever forget our Tiny Tim. And I know that when we recall how patient and how mild he was, we shall not quarrel amongst ourselves and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing so.
No, never, Father, they cried.
I am a happy man.
Bob left the room and went upstairs. The room above was cheerfully lit and still hung with Christmas. There was a chair sat by an empty bed, and a small crutch leaned peacefully against the wall.
No trouble on my shoulder, no ache in my heart, no tear upon my face when I speak of the day that we had to part. No need for consolation, I stand brave and tall. He was no trouble, always kind. He was no trouble, best you'll find. He was no trouble at all. He taught me to sing proudly, no matter the tune. He taught me when in need of an answer, look up and just ask the moon. He taught me to be grateful for blessings so small. He was no trouble, clever boy. He was no trouble, pride and joy. He was no trouble at all. There's a pocket in my heart where share your laughter collected every day, every day. Now it's all that I have left to keep safe and protected. Oh, my child, my little child, you are free. Run and play. No trouble on my shoulder, no grief in my prayer. Tonight I sleep in peace, for I know when I dream I will see you there. His weight upon my shoulder I'll always recall. He was no trouble, good as gold. He was no trouble, 10 years old. He was no trouble, no trouble at all. He was no trouble, no trouble at all.
Something informs me that our parting moment is at hand. I know it, but I know not how. Tell me, who was that man we saw lying dead?
The spirit led Scrooge to a graveyard and pointed down to one of the graves. He advanced toward it, trembling with anticipation and dread.
Are these the shadows of things that will be? Or are they the shadows of things that may be?
Still, the ghost pointed downward to the grave by which it stood.
Am I that man who lay upon that bed? Am I that man?
Scrooge crept toward the grave, trembling as he went, and read the name upon the neglected stone.
Ebenezer Scrooge! Oh no! No, 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 no! No, Spirit! Hear me! I am not the man I was! Why, show me this if I am past all hope! Please, tell me that if I can alter my life, then I may alter these shadows you have shown me. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. Oh, tell me, I may sponge away the writing on this stone. I will live in the past, the present, and the future.
Hoping to have his fate reversed, Scrooge held up his hands in the last prayer and saw an alteration in the phantom's hood and dress. It shrunk, collapsed, and dwindled down into a bed post.
I will live in the past, the present and the future. I will live in the past, the present and the lovely curtains, lovely bed, lovely to wake up not dead. I'm alive! I don't know what day of the month it is. I don't know how long I've been amongst the spirits. I don't know anything. I don't know what to do. Happy as an angel with new wings, giddy as a drunken man that sings. I'm alive! There's the door where the ghost of Jacob Marley entered. There's the corner where the ghost of Christmas present sat. There's the window where I saw the wandering spirit. It's all right. It's all true. It all happened. Wonderful feet that cannot stop dancing. Why should I walk when I could be prancing? I'm like a child who was off running wild, saying I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive.
Scrooge ran to the window, opened it, and leaned into the crisp air.
Hello down there! You boy, what's today, my fine fellow?
Today was Christmas Day.
Christmas Day? I haven't missed it. Oh, the spirits have done it all in one night. There never was such a morning. There never was such a sight. Oh, I'll gobble up all this crisp cold air and drink this luscious light. This moment I will not squander. This day I will not miss. There never was such a Christmas as this. Wait, boy, do you know the poultry shop in the next street at the corner?
I should hope so.
Oh, a remarkable boy, an intelligent boy. Do you know whether they've sold the prize turkey that's hanging up there? Not the little prize turkey, mind you, the one as big as you.
It's hanging there now.
Aha! Run straight away there and buy it, and tell him to bring it here. I may be a tad bit raving mad, but trust I am sincere. Walk slow, you'll earn a shilling. Walk fast, you'll earn a crown. Now bring me the biggest turkey in town. Oh, I'll deliver it to Bob Cratchit. He won't know who sent it. Why, it's twice the size of Tiny Tim.
He dressed himself all in his best and went out into the streets. By this time, people were pouring forth as he had seen them with the ghost of Christmas present, and Scrooge regarded everyone with a delighted smile.
That's your Christmas, sing your cheer. Play through moonlight, oh, with a barrel of
Beer for breakfast, pie at noon, loves for dinner. Ah, there's the boy with the turkey. Send it to Bob Cratchit's house in Camden Town. Wait, it's impossible to carry that all the way to Camden Town. Well, you must have a cab. A turkey in a cab. Ha! Wonderful!
That's your Christmas, swell your guy. Swing till midnight, oh, jump in the plum pudding pie. Jump in the plum pudding pie. Jump in the plum pudding pie.
He had not gone far when, coming toward him, he saw the portly gentleman who had walked into his counting house the day before and said, Scrooge and Marley's, I believe. It sent a pang across his heart to imagine that this old gentleman must think of him. But he knew what path lay straight before him, and he took it.
At this festive season, I must beg for your forgiveness. I'll give you good reason for hearing what I say. If you'll grant permission, I will make a large donation to your godly mission. In my humble way.
Scrooge leaned over and whispered in his ear, to which the gentleman cried, Lord bless me, my dear Mr. Scrooge, are you serious?
Quite serious, kind sir. Quite serious.
He walked through the bustling streets, patted children on the head, and questioned beggars, looked down into the kitchens of houses and up to the windows and found that everything could yield him pleasure. He had never dreamed that anything could give him such happiness. And then in the afternoon, he turned his steps toward his nephew's house. He must have passed the door a dozen times before he had the courage to go up and knock.
Fred,
Bless my soul. Uncle Scrooge.
I have come to dinner. Will you let me in?
Let you in? Nothing could make me happier.
Nothing could make you happier. If I am dreaming, please don't wake me. If I'm awake, let me not sleep for a very long time. Christmas brings us bounty. Riches come in children's laughter. Prophets come in simple joys of singing Noel. What does Christmas give me? Not a scrap of gold or silver. Nothing in my pocket, but it served me quite well. Christmas is kind, Christmas is dear, Christmas is the light at the end of the year. Christmas is the light at the end of the year. Oh, Fred, thank you. Thank you. And a Merry Christmas from a foolish old man. A Merry, Merry Christmas.
Scrooge was early at the office next morning. Oh, he was early there. And waiting eagerly for Bob Cratchit's arrival. The clock struck 9, no Bob. 1:15, no Bob. It was a full 18 and a half minutes past 9 when Bob at last hurried in, scurrying unnoticed to his desk.
What do you mean by coming in here at this time of day?
I'm very sorry, sir. I am behind my time.
You are? Yes, I think you are.
But it's only once a year, sir.
Step this way, if you please.
It shall not happen again. I was making rather merry yesterday, sir.
I am not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I am about to raise your salary.
Sir?
A Merry Christmas, Bob. A merrier Christmas than I have given you in many a year. I will raise your salary, and I'll endeavor to assist your struggling family. Come, raise a glass with me before you dot another I, Bob Cratchit.
Who is this man who stands before me? A man whose heart was dark and cold, but now I see his light is shining, and all that darkness turned to gold. He's made a vow to help my family, to give my child a chance to live, so he may see a new tomorrow. The days hereafter, I'll hear his laughter. There is no greater gift to give. God bless the rich, whose feast is endless. God bless the poor, whose feast is none. God bless the man who stands before me. Oh, God bless us, God bless bless everyone.
Though you are one and needs are many, you can make changes in their fate. If you have needs, you can work wonders. Let's make a reason to. It is the season to. We'll have a reason to celebrate.
God bless the great, God bless the small. God bless them all. God bless them all. God bless the rich, whose feast is endless. God bless the poor, whose feast is gone. God bless this man who stands before me.
Was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as the good old city knew, or any other city or town in the good old world. He had no further contact with the spirits, but kept the gifts they gave him close to his heart at all times. And it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well, if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May that be truly said of us and all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us